All right, man. So a couple of weeks ago, a 16-year-old boy came on Academic Stream and claimed that he supplied bots for Kendrick Lamar's team on Spotify. He said that he gave them an extra 30 million streams on Not Like Us, the most popular song from the back and forth between Kendrick and Drake. Now, he would go on to say that Kendrick's team didn't pay the back end of the agreement, and that's why he would be coming out and exposing the team. He said that he charged $5,000 for 30 million streams. He said he needed $2,500 up front and he needed $2,500 on the back end. Along with, they agreed that they would give the Canadian boy points on the record. So he's basically saying that, hey, he was going to be getting income for the rest of his life on the Not Like Us record.
Again, you could ask around about me. I'm not biased. I haven't, done this to fuck him over. I don't want to fuck him over. I don't want to fuck anybody over. But early on, when the song first dropped, it wasn't him. I'm not going to say he reached out to me himself, because obviously he didn't. It was definitely somebody from management. They wanted me to do 30 million early, which fed into the rest of the views, because obviously it was going to be a hit song either way. I like the song. You want me to be honest? The song is good. Like, it's a hit song.
Hey, sir. We, again, we're at the point where we're putting out public information. Could we also divulge names that we can verify even later? Who reached out to you on behalf of Kendrick?
I mean, I have payment proof, and I will DM that to you, as long as you won't expose it right now on stream in front of everybody. But I will send you all the proof, all the receipts, and everything.
Okay.
Because there are certain things that I want to keep myself safe at the end of the day too, but I will send it to you.
I want to independently verify it. Hold on. I'm gonna put in this call. Well, you know my Instagram name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the fans would have discrepancies in his argument. They would be saying, hey, it does not make sense that you're saying that they wouldn't give you $2.5K on the back end. Why wouldn't they if you did that work? It's not like Kendrick Lamar's team is hurting for $2,500. Why would they risk getting exposed for supplying bots to win the beef over $2,500? Also, the boy would go on to say that it was a $10,000 job. So they're saying, why would you charge them $5,000 for a $10,000 job? My logic would be, I'm gonna charge them $10,000 and I'm gonna collect at least the points on the back end, and that's how I'm gonna profit. So I thought that was a fair assessment. He also said that they were sending him death threats and saying that they were gonna do things to him. And he said that he basically was a multi-millionaire at 16 because of the bots and all of the treatment that he's done for certain labels and certain artists. So the fans were saying, why would you get on Academic Stream if you're in fear for your life? Also, why are you crashing out and putting your business at risk by exposing certain artists, saying that you worked with this artist and that artist, when you're a multi-millionaire off of doing this business? He would then move on to say that the person that sent him the money was none other than Kendrick Lamar's manager, Anthony Saleh. He posted a Zelle snapshot of his account, allegedly, that had over $1 million in it, and he showed the deposit, and it came from Anthony Saleh LLC. Now, the fans would go check the LLC to see if Anthony Saleh LLC existed, and it didn't. Now, I do know that you can name your Zelle account whatever you want to name it, but when you put it all together, it's just not making sense, at least not to me. Fast forward yesterday, Drake would post a picture of a robot on his Instagram, and everybody knew what that meant. They knew that Drake was saying, hey, he used bots. Now, the battle has been done for about a month and a half, but Kendrick had kind of reignited the talk on the internet and basically took a victory lap last weekend and last week by having the Juneteenth concert where he stomped on Drake's grave with the whole West Coast. And then that same weekend, he came to Compton and he shot a video for Not Like Us, which will be coming soon. And it was a star-studded event. He was at all the local hood spots. He was in the projects in Watts. He was at Tamsburger and Compton. And he basically said, hey man, this one's for the culture. Now maybe Drake is disgruntled at the house because Drake would post this picture up of the bots, and also he got caught participating in a poll for who had the best diss track when it came down to him and Kendrick, and they put the list of all the diss tracks. It seems like Drake in his ego will not let this go. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.
What up, YouTube? It's the Top G. And if you're not subscribed to the LaFlare Lounge, then you better tap in now.
What's happening, man? Hey, listen, man. Make sure that you like. Make sure you like right now. If you're watching this right now, hit the like button. Now, listen, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this situation. Let me ask y'all a question. I want y'all to put a comment down below. Where were y'all when Not Like Us dropped? What were you doing? What was your reaction? Put that in the comments, because I'm about to tell y'all where I was at. I was at a spot over here in Gwinnett County in Beaufort called Tequila Mama, out with the kids. I think that might have been either, it was the 4th of May. Yep, 4th of May. So Tequila Mama sound like a spot where some Cinco de Mayo shit going on, right? I'm with the kids. We having a good meal. We sitting down eating. Now, I told myself, I don't think it was over, because that Friday, we went out to a spot, little hookah lounge and stuff, and Drake and Kendrick had the historic back and forth. Family Matters drop. He did the little skit, like he was rapping off of the Take Care album, rapping like Kendrick. Then right after that, Meet the Grams comes out 20 minutes later. I'm in the lounge because they got a live DJ, is lit. I'm in the lounge with my homeboys' earbuds in my ear trying to hear the diss. I'm like, we had just shot my podcast, Facts and Cap podcast, by the way. We was listening. I'm listening. I'm like, damn, they going crazy. So that's how tuned in I was. I had told myself, I don't think Kendrick is done. I didn't. So that Saturday, I'm at Tequila Mama with the kids, with my girl, with my fiance. We out here just chilling, having a good time. And then I get the notification on Twitter that a volcano erupted. I said, oh my God. So, you know, my fiance be on my ass sometimes, because sometimes I do be out with her and I be checking the phone, but that's the life of a content creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be first to know. I got to know what's going on. I'm going through the phone. I'm thinking like, man, should I do it or should I wait? And I was like, nah, I got to hear what the hell Kendrick done dropped. So I take the Bluetooth, I put it in both ears. I got to say, man, at this situation, fuck them kids. Fuck them. And I listened to it. Then I listened to it again. Then I listened to it again. Then I listened to it again. And I text the homies in the group chat, it's over. This shit is over. It already was over the first 2 verses. Then he do the Atlanta colonizer verse. And I was like, oh. He just made Drake out to look like he's uncultured, as if he doesn't understand how things work, as if he's just a lost colonizer, right? And I'm starting to believe that this is true. I'm starting to believe that this is true. Not only am I starting to believe it, I'm almost 100% sure that Drake isn't in touch. I think Drake is a great rapper. I think he's a great pop artist. But it's starting to feel like he's culturally tone deaf. Because Not Like Us is starting to be the perfect phrase for Drake when it comes to the culture. And I think that he's been masking it well, because he's been doing things like he faced Meek Mill. We realize now looking at it in 2024 compared to 2016, 15. Yo, Meek Mill's a clown. He's a clown. He's another person that, just like Drake, who's culturally tone deaf. He doesn't realize when he's making himself look stupid. But I'm starting to feel like, damn, this got exposed first with Pusha T, because it's coming off the show, Lil Drake, you got blackface? You thought that was a good idea? If you were in Memphis with your father when you decided to make the decision, he would have told you, hell no, son. When we look at these situations now, Pusha T was the first to kind of expose this situation. Like, okay, you went and got you a little porn star baby mama from the UK. Like, it's just starting to give, like, bro, what kind of shit you be on? Even Joe Budden. I know people was on Joe Budden a couple of days ago. He said he passed the baton to Pusha. Pusha passed the baton to Kendrick. Now, they were already beefing, Pusha T. See, the thing about Drake, his beefs be brewing. Pusha T and Drake were already going back and forth, but I understand what he said. I remember Joe had a line where he said, Gucci wasn't even out a week before you hopped on his dick. That's true. Gucci Mane had just got out of jail. That both came out. It was a hit, though. That's why we culturally ignore certain things, right? And I used to be the main one saying, hey, man, Drake don't just culturally bite off of these artists. What he does is he helps them out. It's a mutual benefit for both of them. But I'm starting to rethink these situations, because what I'm saying is, Drake, you saying that it's bots. I'm saying all that to say is, bro, even if it is bots, we don't give a fuck, because not like us, it hit the ground running. The cultural impact that it had was instant. It instantly hit. When I first heard it, when I heard Meet the Grams, I was like, man, I gotta replay this again. Like, I gotta replay this again, bro. When I had to listen to it again, I'm like, man, like, cause it was just so dark and slow tempo. I'm like, it's not a typical beef track. So I'm sitting here like, man, I gotta hear this one again. When I heard Euphoria, I'm like, let me run that back. Oh, he talking some shit on here. Then oh no, he spit. When I heard Not Like Us, I was like, oh my God, it's over. It's over. And then you got on The Heartbreak Part 6. And like it wasn't like your best work, but I was like, okay, I feel like he's lying, but I also feel like Kendrick may be spewing some shit that might not be true. So I'm erasing that and I'm just listening to the music. I'm listening to you at the beginning. You're rapping, and then you saying shit that's just like not making sense to me. Like, I'm way too rich to be a pedophile, or I'm somebody would have knew I would have been in jail. That's not how that works, bro. You saying this in the midst of P. Diddy and R. Kelly and all these people that's been abusing women for 30 years. What are we talking about? You're not culturally there. On top of that, you on the end of the track, you get on there and you start over explaining yourself. That's the difference between you and Kendrick. Kendrick said, shake the stories how you want. Hey, Drake, they're not slow. It's just think about it. We all know when you start over explaining yourself, you sound guilty. It's just like you're panicking, you're not there. So for you to put this bots up, it's like, bro, you're doing the same shit for one that you killed another man's career for. Meek Mill's career hasn't been the same because you exposed him for doing too much on the internet, just for you years later to get on the internet and do too much on the internet. You made an AI track dissing the whole West Coast, just for the whole West Coast to have a concert and stump on your grave. You thought YG was going to side against somebody that is from Compton? And on top of that, YG's first album is very culturally similar to Good Kid, Mad City. It's like the hood version of Good Kid, Mad City. It's like Bad Kid, Bad City. That's what he should have named it. So we know y'all did a song, Who Do You Love? You ain't been on no tracks with him lately. What are we talking about? So I think that overall, culturally, Drake, you're starting to show your true colors. You're talking about bots. Nobody cares. First of all, nobody said this beef was won because more Spotify streams came from Kendrick's side than Drake's side. Nobody cares. Even the whole, I do believe that maybe some bots, maybe it is the label, maybe it was Kendrick. I don't know. The whole like you having more dislikes on a couple tracks than likes, which we've never seen that happen before. Maybe that was because bots. But at the end of the day, you have to understand, Not Like Us was a hit from the first 2 minutes it dropped. And that's just what it is. Listen, you just gotta let the storm pass sometimes. And then you bring on what you gotta bring on. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Did Drake do too much? Should Drake just leave this shit alone? Let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom!